I'm Mandy with Bella. I started the business in 2012 when we discovered our daughter was gluten intolerant. I wanted to be able to make a chocolate chip cookie that she could eat and my husband would eat because, well, as many of you know, guys are picky and still want to eat chocolate chip cookies. And if any of you have tasted the gluten-free products on the market, they're grainy and they're gritty, and you just don't want to eat them. I wanted to be able also to send a cookie into school so that my daughter's classmates could eat them as well and not know the difference between a regular chocolate chip cookie. So I spent about a year reading a lot, figuring out proportions of flours, what mimicked the flavor profiles of wheat, and came across a blend that worked. And the chocolate chip cookie recipe that I use in the mix is actually basically the Toll House recipe. I realized that I could start selling the product, that more people were gluten-free, and I started selling in 2013-ish, and then also had a third kid. So having a bakery and a family of 5 wasn't a viable option. So I deconstructed the cookie. I took it and made a mix so that you can make it at home, because as many of us know, memories are made in the kitchen. We all spend time there. We love cooking together. We communicate, we have fun. That's where you are at Thanksgiving and whatnot. And none of my pictures came through either. Did you do yours on Google Docs? Okay. So I actually produce in a kitchen in Centerville. I do everything by hand myself, and small batch artisan at this point in time. What else was on that picture? I can't remember right now. That's okay. That's also why I brought the products. You never know what's going to happen. So, the big difference, taste. I brought samples, so please have some. You won't know the difference. Currently, my profits will come from being in more stores across the country. I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but I'm in about almost 30 stores across the country. The majority of them are actually my lactation cookie mix. It's a very niche product in that it's gluten, soy, and vegan friendly. It's for nursing moms who may have trouble breastfeeding and want to continue to produce more, but need support. And that product fills that need. And so the stores have picked it up. As far as the US market for gluten-free products, it's huge. And worldwide, those numbers triple from 9 billion 2 years ago, 16 billion in 2025. It's a ginormous market. One of the things that I learned while researching the flours and was what is done to our foods. And so I use fair trade and organic sugars. I would love to use organic flours, but the cost is prohibitive to the previous presentation. So if he can hit the organic sorghum flour cost down, then I can provide organic sugar or flours as well. Like I said, almost 30 stores. I actually ship to Japan There's a lady there who has a baby store, and she provides the mixes to folks on Okinawa. And actually, that's another outlet I'm exploring, is more export. There, food-wise, there's a lot of support here in Ohio and in the Midwest for exporting food products. I converted to Fulfilled by Amazon this year. My sales are up about 30% so far this year. Competition, it's the big guys, Bob's Red Mill, Pillsbury, and the like. I did a taste test with my coworkers for the chocolate chip cookie, and Tate's was a close second. But if anybody has had a Tate's cookie, it's very different. Mine is more cakey. Tate's is very flat and crisp. So mine beat out the national competition. Who Ella Bella is, me, my husband, and Dave does our demos. Also have an advisory board that helps me keep on track. How you can help. 10% of the population, or 1 in 10 people, is gluten-free or celiac. So somebody here is likely celiac, or you know somebody. So please tell them. Follow us on social media, share, buy, keep it in your cupboards, because likely that person's going to come and see you, and you'll have a treat for them as well as yourself. The other thing that I'm asking is for a custom scoop. Again, there was a picture here, but currently I fill each of these bags, these inside bags, by hand. So, this is 73 grams, this is 202 grams and whatnot. So I sit there with a little scoop and a scale. So if I can get a metal scoop that is the right size weight-wise for each of these measurements, then my production can increase. You may ask, why don't I go to a co-packer to do that? Cost. Just to do flour alone, to have a co-packer, they want to do about 20,000 pounds to have that done. I think I produced 3,000 pounds last year. So I'm just not there production-wise. I want to be, obviously, but having something, a custom scoop, will help get me to that point where I can get a co-packer. Also, gluten-free co-packers are fewer and farther between than regular co-packers. So, yep, that's it.